So we are doing the Taylor Swift book tag.
Obviously, we were not actually tagged for it.
Yeah.
We're just low-life booktubers.
Yeah, we're not tagging anybody because we don't know anybody. However.
Okay, so today we are basically basing questions on Taylor Swift songs and
Judging books.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get started with song number 1. Alright, so song number 1 is Never Getting Back Together. And it's a book or book series that you used to love but now you hate or dislike.
So the first one for me is the Red Queen book series. We only have the third book right now, but I thought going into this book I would love it like a lot, and I did at first, but then it just got slow for me, so kind of started to dislike it. And also Land of Stories. I also thought that I would love it, but then I didn't really, so yeah.
And then mine is the Maze Runner series. I initially loved it, but then I just didn't. Like, just after the third book, I was like, I'm done.
It's like that with most Maze Runner fans.
Yeah.
Like, they don't...
I love the first book. The first book is amazing. I haven't actually read this book, even though I've owned it for like 2 years now. Maybe even longer. Because I just don't want to read it anymore. So, that's our Never Getting Back Together book tag. Alright, song number 2 is Red. And so that's a red book. So, I chose 2 books because I love all my red books. I have too many. So, my first one is Heartless. And this one, every time I read it, it makes me cry. It's just thinking about it makes me want to cry. But, I love this book so much. And then, The Mark of Athena. You can't see the cover. I just realized that. However, if you look at this book, it's all ripped and everything. Because I've read it so many times that it's just, stop stealing my
Mark
book.
of Athena.
That's just, I love this book so much that's all ripped. I've got it.
She's read that series like 8 times.
It's amazing.
The one I chose was Requiem, and this is in the Delirium series. I was actually hoping to choose those 2, but she chose them. So, yeah, Requiem.
Alright. Sorry. It's just on my computer and it turned on. So this is Best Day, and it's a book that makes you very nostalgic and just throws you back in time.
Okay. My book is Harry Potter because, I don't know, I was hoping to choose her book because that's what got me into reading, but no.
And mine is Percy Jackson because this is the book that got me into reading.
Same.
I read it in the 5th grade, and I own the entire series, and I've read it all a dozen times. Rick Riordan is my favorite author. He's amazing. Ooh, the zoo. Don't say that.
She has a bookmark, and it's when he's at the zoo.
do?
Yeah, we do.
Oopsies.
Alright, next song. I'm waiting for you.
Okay. Alright, now this one is Love Story. It's about forbidden love, and
I chose Delirium because love is considered a disease, and of course she falls in love. So
that's kind of like
you could be beheaded for falling in love.
That's true.
And 5 Feet Apart. This is amazing. They both have cystic fibrosis, which is a very bad lung disease, and if you breathe in another person's cystic fibrosis bacteria,
then it kills you.
Yeah, then you could die.
Both of you.
Yes. So.
And then the book I chose, I was actually going to choose both of those books, but The Sun is Also a Star. This book I read in one day.
It has painted pages?
Yes, it has painted pages. The pages are purple.
I didn't know that. I love painted pages.
They're amazing.
Sorry, just
Anyway.
casually pets the book.
So, yeah, she's about to get deported, and sorry, I forgot this was a signed copy. So, they pretty much fall in love, and she has to get deported, so it's like a race against time.
This entire book takes place in one day.
Yeah, so It's intense.
Yeah, very.
So,
Alright.
on to the next book, song, thing. Okay, so this is Trouble, and it's a bad character that you love. And for me, we don't have the book here, because it's at her house, but it's Air of Fire, and,
Wait, I meet him?
Kate. Wow. Sorry, she hasn't read it yet. Rowan. Like, those of you who have read it, you understand where I'm coming from about Rowan being the bad guy. But I fell in love with him.
Air of Fire, right there.
Green book, tiny
Yeah.
one.
Kind of looks like that, but green.
Yeah.
Okay, mine is Bellatrix Lestrange. Even in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, I don't love her at all. Like, she's a horrible person.
Her
But
character.
I just love, like, certain things about her because in the movies she's all, like, silly and everywhere, you know? And I don't know. I like it. So.
And on to the next song. Okay, so the next one is Innocent, and it is a book that got spoiled for you.
So I have The Burning Maze, which is the third book in the Trials of Apollo series, and someone spoiled it for me and told me the beloved character that dies in this book.
I can't
And-
remember if I accidentally told you or
I think
if
it was an
purposely-
accident, but
I'm
still.
pretty sure it was an accident.
Oh, this book
So-
made me cry.
Yeah, I was bawling at 11:30 at night. I always bawl at 11:30 at night. And then mine, I spoiled it for myself on multiple occasions. Pretty much I spoiled like the last two books of this book series. But it's the Throne of Glass series. I'm currently reading this book right now. It's Kingdom of Ash. And let's just say that I've done some involuntary research on this book series.
Involuntary.
Involuntary. I just went on there, I looked at Throne of Glass tags, and oh no, I spoiled like a lot of the events in this book series.
Me and Journey are in many fandoms, and every time we get into a new book series that we love, we immediately start like sections of stuff on our phone.
Yeah, if you look at
And
our phones, we have literally Darkest Minds sections. I have two Percy Jackson sections.
I have 3.
Heroes of Olympus section. Solangelo.
Let's see. Throne of Glass,
That's
Depressing
bad.
Marvel, Random, Marvel, book series, Harry Potter, Fangirl Things, Depressing Harry Potter, Depressing Throne of Glass.
Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
Friendly
so,
reminders. We just got everything that
Yeah.
you could think of when it comes to books. So
yeah, for sure.
these
Percy
are
Jackson.
Percy Jackson. Yep. So these are books that we have spoiled for ourselves. And on to the next song. Alright. So this song is Shake It Off. And so it's a book that I love. And the other's Hey However she has to switch it off because she doesn't have anything like that. So it's books that she hates that other people love.
Yeah.
Oh, so mine is The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. And this book is just... I always loved this book. Like, I've read it a dozen times. Stop it. Sorry, I'm talking to my cat. I've always loved this book, and I know a lot of people who don't exactly like it because it's, like, just not their type of book. But I love it with a passion.
Okay, so for me, a book that I didn't really like that much that others loved was Divergent.
She didn't even finish the book
I
series.
still haven't finished it. I'm halfway through the last book. And I know what happens at the end of the last book, too. Thanks, Journey.
I didn't say anything.
But I just wasn't a big fan of that series.
You said that you spoil it for yourself because the kids at school. I didn't say a word about it. I tried to keep it
No
hidden.
one reads at our school. How would they know?
All that I know is that you told me that you got told by other people. I was like, well, kid.
Okay, well, next song. I couldn't get it, sorry.
Okay, so our last song is All Too Well, and it's a book
Or
series.
Stay.
Or
one-
say,
one
we
of
don't
those
know.
two.
We just kind of are guessing. So it's a book or book series that you want to go on forever.
Okay, so first, I have The Darkest Minds because I am in love with that world.
It's like
Alexandra Bracken. She nailed it. It was amazing.
She's like our favorite author.
One of them. I have many favorite authors.
We have way too many.
And second is Harry Potter. I picked the Deathly Hallows. But Harry Potter, just because obviously that world is amazing and I could just read like their normal day life and I would be perfectly happy with it. So, yeah.
And then I chose the Delirium series, but I chose the last book because, you chose the last book. And I just was not content with the ending. I mean, who ends a book like this? Like, if you read
Nothing
this
was
book,
concluded.
it just kind of ended. It was like, what are you doing, kid?
Like, they were just having a normal conversation, and then, poof, it ended.
Like,
Poof.
what kind of, who does that?
That's life.
It's
Blah,
not
blah, blah,
life.
Then poof. I'm
No.
quoting Hagrid.
Yeah.
Don't judge
But,
me,
like,
I'm sorry.
Still. Like, who leaves off a
Yeah.
book series with this as the last sentence? Take down the walls. Who leaves that off? That don't make no sense. to
But
me.
if they fail to take down the walls?
Like, we don't know what happened. We don't know if
Yeah.
they succeeded in changing the world. Like in Darkest Minds, they had the Darkest Legacy, which told us that they were on their way to change the
Yeah.
world.
Another world had changes afterwards.
But here, we don't know anything. We know absolutely nothing about what happened. Like, did they, like, have a new government? What happened?
No,
What happened
I
with
feel
all
like,
the relationships?
I feel like they didn't even do anything to the government
Like,
in this book at all.
what
and-
happened?
It's a dystopian. You have to at least include some things about the government in the ending.
Like,
yes,
I just want that one to keep on going so I can figure out what happens in the end. But
please.
Lauren
Please,
Oliver,
Lauren Oliver.
she's a great author.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of reading one of her other books.
Yeah, we're in love with her, but I'm not satisfied with this ending. And that's that. And so
Alright, well, this was the Taylor Swift book tag.
and
Yeah. Finger guns. Alright.
so
Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I think I am having an identity crisis.
what?
I didn't tell you this yet. But, so, I am a Gryffindor. That means that I am in Gryffindor and in Hufflepuff. So I don't really know which house I'm in. But, don't judge me once again. Last week I went to a math camp. Like, voluntarily. Because I love math. But I got told multiple times that I would probably be a Ravenclaw. And so now I think that I'm a Griffin Puffclaw.
Identity
And
crisis.
serious identity crisis. And
I know what I am. I'm a Ravenclaw.
I don't
Bullshit.
have any idea at all.
We'll have to take a test today.
Yep.
So,
Sounds like I'm going to go have surgery or something.
yes.
You sound so grim. Alright, well, this was our video. Have a good day.
Love ya.